Hello, today I am going to read The Night That Read in the Wandering World by Marjorie, Weinman, Sharmat, and Sharmat, illustrated by Jody. My name is Nate the Great. I am a detective. My partner is my dog Sludge. One morning, we were out for a walk. Suddenly, someone called to us. It was Esmeralda. Esmeralda is very smart. She knows many things. Hey Nate, hey Sludge, she called. I had lost something. I was surprised. What did you lose? I asked. I lost a word, Esmeralda said. What? I said. How did you lose a word? Esmeralda sighed. Well, I had it then. I didn't, she said. I was interested. Sludge looked interested too. I said. Did you write the word or just say it? I said it and wrote it on pink paper. Now I don't remember the word. Please find it for me. I need to get it, but take the case, I said. I will look for each word. First, I have a question to ask you. When did you lose the word? Where did you lose the word? How did you lose the word? I have answers to your question, Esmeralda said. I lost my word yesterday. I was at Rosamond's house. I was at her dining room table. It was noon. I read my word and then it was gone. Did Rosamond say you write the word on the pink paper? I asked. No, Rosamond said. No, Rosamond was in the kitchen, Esmeralda said. She wants to have a pet singing concert. She was testing pet singing voices. Who else was in the house? I asked. The kitchen was full of people, Esmeralda said, and pets too. Philip's rats, Oliver's eel, Claudia's pig, Annie's dog, Fang, and Rosamond's fur cats. The pets were in the kitchen for tryouts. So, you are alone in the dining room? I asked. Almost, Esmeralda said. This parrot is afraid of Rosamond's cats. He was with me. Smart bird, I said. But where was Pip? In the kitchen, listening to the tryouts, Esmeralda said. Are those good clothes? I don't know yet, I said. What were you writing about when your word disappeared? I was trying to come up with a name for the concert. I wrote the word down so I won't forget it. Then I remembered that I have to be home for lunch. When I came back later, my word was gone. Can you tell me anything about the word? I asked. Yes, Esmeralda said. It was a long word, a strange word, a made-up word. A strange word will be right at home in Rosamond's house, I said. Now, here comes the best clue, Esmeralda said. When I come back, all the pets were gone too, but Annie's little brother Harry was in the dining room with scissors. He was cutting words out of sentences. I thought my word was mixed in with the word he had cut, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I knew it was time to go home and think. I wrote a note to my mother. Dear Mother, Sludge and I are looking for a lost word. First, we have to think. I'll eat a pancake and think. Sludge will eat a bone and think. Then we'll have to be brave. We must look into the house of Rosamond and her four cats, the hexes. We will be back, we hope. Love, Nate the Great. After we ate, Sludge and I went to Rosamond's house. Rosamond was home. So were her four cats, Plain Hacks, Little Hacks, Big Hacks, and Super Hacks. Rosamond had ink on her dresses. Esmeralda was over there. She was searching for her word. Hello, I said. Sludge and I are trying to find Esmeralda's lost word. Rosamond smiled. Words get lost all the time, she said. It's because words don't wear any clothes. Esmeralda's word will be hard to find. I stared at Rosamond. Esmeralda stared at Rosamond. Sludge stared at Rosamond. I need to now had to find another word, a word to describe what I had just heard. I couldn't find one. Rosamond asked, how can I look for a word if we don't even know what the word is? I need to say the word will be found. Esmeralda began to search again. Rosamond smiled again. I have a present for Esmeralda, she whispered to me. Really? I whispered back. Yes, I've been looking for a singing pet and I've found a long-necked turtle. Lots of great singers have long necks, so he must be a great singer. I don't think it works that way, I said. Did you ask Esmeralda if she even wants a pet? It will be overpriced, Rosamond said. Overpriced, yes, I said. Maybe not a good one. Now I must look for a long, strange, made-up word on pink paper. It will be easy to find. No, it won't, Rosamond said. All of my papers are pink, and I have a lot of them, and lots of words. Esmeralda had told that she had lost her word in the dining room. Sludge sniffed his way there. I followed him. Sludge is a wonderful sniffer detective. I threw pink papers covered with food. Sludge licked the paper. He was doing great detective work, but I naturally didn't know if Sludge was just hungry. The dining room table was also covered with pink papers. Pink papers. On each piece of paper was a single word. I was looking for a long, strange word. Some of the words were long, but none of the words were strange. What was strange was the way many of the words looked. They looked as if they were wearing clothes. I had to ask Rosamond why. I was not looking forward to hearing her answers. Some words were exciting, she said. Other words were boring, and boring words need style. I'm here to help them. I create one word for word. You drive a word, I asked. Yes, Rosamond said. I'm getting rule to words. Rosamond showed me where she had set up a table with pencils and pens. Welcome to my word studio, she said. This is where I take boring words and give them color and styles. If I think a word would look good in dresses, I put a dresses on it. If it needs a tie, I give it a tie. I've been working hard. Harry is my helper. He cuts up the word. I choose the boring ones and give them the outfit they need. Where is Harry now? I asked. I sent him out to deliver the dress-up words to all my friends with singing patch, Rosamond said. Where's my great gift? I need to find Harry, I said. He might have delivered the missing word to someone by mistake. Sludge and I went to the house where Harry, his big sister Annie, and her even bigger dog Fang lived. Annie answered the door. Fang showed off his fangs. Hello, I said. I'm on a cave. I'm looking for the missing word, and I'm looking for Harry. Is he home? No, Annie said. If I'll deliver a gift that Rosamond made. Did he give you one? I asked. Yes, Annie said. Annie handed me a piece of pink paper. There was a word on the paper. Above the word was the ring of a bow tie. There was a picture of microphone under the word. Rosamond has done good work. The word was sing, but sing was long. Sing wasn't strange. Sing wasn't Esmeralda's made-up word. Our next stop was Cloudy's house. Harry had delivered a word to Cloudy. Maybe it was Esmeralda's word. There was a sign on the door. Earl is my favorite one. Cloudy answered my knock. Sludge and I went into the house. I hope that I not hear oinking. What have you lost today? I asked Cloudy. Cloudy was always losing things. Not yet, but my pig was giving something piggish. Cloudy said. Harry brought me a painting of a pink paper with a bite mark. It looked like they came from fangs. I would like to see your pig, I said. Cloudy led us to his yard. He pointed to a large mud pile. In the mud pile was his pig and Fatima. I naturally did not want to search a mud pile. We will search with our eyes, not with our hands, I said. Or our paws, I added. Sludge wagged his tail. Sludge and I looked into the mud. Cloudy's pig started oinking. She practicing for the comfort, Clyde said. She's oinking like a real pro, I said. Suddenly, I felt something pink sticking out of the mud. It was smack in the middle. I need to break. It has to walk through the mud. I took off my shoes and socks. I put one foot into the mud. Squish. Then the other foot. More squish. Sludge stayed back. Detective work can be messy. I reached over and grabbed the paper. It was partly covered in mud, but I could read the word Zurive. I have found Esmeralda's missing word. It was a long word, a strange word, a made-up word, and it sounded like the name of Rome's comfort. I cleaned my feet. Sludge and I have found where to go. Sludge and I ran back to Rosamond's house. Our cave was full. Sludge was wagging his tail. If I had a tail, I would have wagged it too. Esmeralda, I called. Sludge and I found the word. Clove did it, Esmeralda shouted. I love Clove more than ever. I need to wait now know that Esmeralda thought she was a detective. Sludge and I went inside Rosamond's house. I told Esmeralda all the clues I used to find her word. Great clues, she said, but I have trouble. I am now the owner of a possible singing past. Suddenly a turtle croaked in front of us. The turtle was not singing. Meet Toots the turtle, Esmeralda said. He seems quite quiet for a singing past, I said. He's very quiet, Esmeralda agreed. He doesn't growl or moo or bark or even toot. In fact, he doesn't do anything. Well, here's something that will sound good to you, Esmeralda. I said, we have your word. I handed her the muddy pink paper from Sludge's packet. Esmeralda smiled a huge smile. Then she cried a huge cry. Zulu is not my word. That's because it was my word for the pet comfort, Rosamond said. I thought Esmeralda could come up with something better. Sludge and I suddenly went on a no-wag walk to the next house. Suddenly, Sludge gave a soft bark. He was sniffing a feather on the sidewalk. It was a colorful feather. Maybe it was a parrot's feather. That gave me an idea. It was time for Sludge and me to go to Pip's house. I need to Greg had an idea that Pip's parrot might be the key of solving this case. If I found the word at Pip's house, we would not have to visit Filmy Scary Rat or Oliver Slimy Eel. Pip invited us in. His parrot was on a perch. Here's the word Rosamond gave me, Pip said. I looked at Pip's word. The word was baseball. The word wearing a red baseball cap. It was definitely like Esmeralda word. Suddenly, Pip's parrot spoke up. I've got it, the parrot shouted. Found a pet. I smiled at the parrot. Sludge wagged his tail. The parrot shouted out again. I've got it, found a pet. My parents have been saying that ever since we left Rosamond's house yesterday, Pip said. It's driving me crazy. Maybe, I said, but your parents have also solved this case. But he was in the same room as Esmeralda when she was working on her word. Parrot repeated what they hear. Esmeralda told us that she said her word out loud. Funnel-pat. It's a long word, a strange word, a made-up word, and it's a great name for Rosamond's comfort. I've got it. Funnel-pat, said the parrot. Yes, funnel-pat. It's a great word, I thought. A great word for a terrible comfort. Sludge and I rushed back to Rosamond's house. Rosamond and Esmeralda were outside. Esmeralda, I called. Sludge and I found the word. The word is flung a pat. Yes, Esmeralda said. That's the word. I couldn't remember. How did you find it? Pip's parrot told us. He must have heard you say it. That makes sense, Esmeralda said. He was next to me when I came up with it. The parrot is a very good detective, Rosamond said. Or maybe a very good talker, I said. How did the tryouts go? I asked Rosamond. Not great, she said. I'm running out of performance. What about all the past that tried out? I asked. I choose only the good singers, Rosamond said. My four hexes will be an excellent choice. I'll call them the musical meows, but I think the other pets might be jealous of four cats together. Phyllis Rat makes people scream when they hear him squeal, so I can't invite him. Oliver will make a lovely splashing noise when he swings, but he's splashing even singing, so I can't invite him. Sam has a big bark, but he drowns out everyone else. Well, I can't invite him. Cloudy will have a nice voice, but Cloudy might lose her before the concert. Well, I can't invite her. Piff Paddle talks a lot, but he can't sing, so I can't invite her. I need to say that you cannot have a concert, I told her. Ruffin smiled. Oh, I know a pet who can sing, she said. She looked at Sludge. Sludge's bark is like a drum. I looked at Sludge. Sing, I said. Sludge did nothing. Sludge is such a good detective. Sludge, he knows when to say nothing. I need to quit when Sludge were home. We did not see Esmeralda's word, I said. We only heard it. We detectives must think about this over our pancakes and bones. So we ate and thought. I need to quit. Wondered if the world had wandered off somewhere. We have not even seen whether from a pet was wearing clothes. Clothes, I said. Sludge, we wandered too far. Sludge wagged his tail. He agreed. We both jumped up. Sludge rushed to Esmeralda's house. I followed him. Esmeralda told us she was wearing the same sweater shirt she had worn when her ward disappeared. Let's dig into the sweatshirt, I said to Sludge. Sludge and I dug into the pocket of Esmeralda's sweater. We dug out a pink paper. From a pet was written on it. It was not wearing any clothes. It looked fine. You've both my gift twice, Esmeralda yelled. You found my lost word and you found my word on the pink paper. I want to touch, grab, squeeze, hug, and kiss all the clothes. I want to kiss you. I held up a hand. Well, time to say goodbye. Sludge and I took a long walk home. I need to say that words will be fun forever, with or without clothes, I told Sludge. And here are my two favorite words. Cave, clothed.